Hello, guys. Welcome back to Inside the Daily Gist. This is a quick one. The President of the United States, Joe Biden, he just announced that he is not seeking re-election. Yup, he dropped out of the presidential 2024 race and he put out this statement on his social media. That's the statement right here, and I'm gonna read. He said, "My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the greatest economy in the world. We have made historic investment in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drugs costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We have provided critical needed care to million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Today, we overcame a once in a century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliance around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and why it has been my intention to seek re-election. I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to step down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more details about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me re-elected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing American can't do when we do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America, signed by Joe Biden. And for those of y'all just, getting to know about this, CNN actually report it as well. So let's go take a listen to what CNN got to say about the update. Then we're going to finish our thought on the other side.
Well, we're learning a little bit more about what happened in the minutes before the president put out this letter. Sources telling our colleague MJ Lee that the president informed senior campaign and White House team about his decision before the letter went out, saying that he had been reflecting over the last couple days. And of course, this decision was being very closely held. Of course, what the president was doing over the last couple days, in addition to deliberating, was that he was self-isolating. He was diagnosed with COVID earlier last week, and he immediately came here to his residence in Delaware. He got here on Wednesday, has since been behind closed doors, self-isolating, as his doctor had said. His symptoms were improving. And over that time, we are now getting a better picture of what was happening. He was listening to those around him. He was reflecting on what the next steps were, and clearly came to this decision to not seek re-election. And it was in the minutes, again, before putting out this letter that he had campaign and White House team. Now, of course, the president, in addition to putting out this letter, has provided his endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris, essentially urging Democrats to get in line behind her. We should note that the vice president this upcoming week had travel plans to go to Milwaukee for events, another sort of attempt at following the Republican National Convention there to provide her counter-programming. The vice president, of course, has spent a lot of the time on the campaign trail really focused on reproductive rights. That has been a line of attack consistently against Republicans, and an assignment that was provided by the campaign fairly early on. Already in January was she out there talking about one of the most galvanizing issues for Democrats and this campaign. So I think you've heard now from everyone that there are so many questions about what happens next. There's so much uncertainty, but the president at least offering a little bit of a notification and some behind the scenes here in terms of how he had been reflecting over the last few days to his senior team. And now we are also getting a deluge of reactions from his allies supporting this decision and moving forward with the party. So again, just to reiterate here, it has now been 24 days from that June debate. 24 days out, this is where we are now. The president deciding not to seek re-election, notifying his senior team only moments before putting out this letter for the entire public to see.
Yeah, I heard it from CNN reporting as well. Joe Biden, the president, he is not seeking for re-election. He put out the statement. CNN reported it. The media, they've took it, so this is real. President Biden, he is stepping down. They pressured him to step down, and finally, he is stepping down. After the debate that he had the last time, that they were expecting him to deliver some statement, and he couldn't. He said he accepted that he screwed up. But I guess that was not enough. They pressured him. Now he is stepping down. Those that pressured him, those that pressured Joe Biden, not because they did not believe in his agenda, not because they did not believe that he has done a good job, not because they didn't believe that he is going to do a good job. They just think he is an old man and they want someone to take down the Republicans. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, this is just happening. What do you guys think? Were you surprised that he finally stepped down? You know what I mean? And are you surprised that he waited this long for him to do it? Because last week or upper week, he was ready, giving different kinds of interviews that he is ready. But this is what I must say. If you read that statement he put out, he chose his party and he chose the American people because over 60% say he should drop out. So he listened, and I think that speaks volume. Yeah, well, the 2024 presidential election just took a different turn, and I hope you are ready for the roller coaster. When we get more update, for sure we're going to bring you guys up to date with it. Please let's respect ourselves down there in the comment section. To all my return subscribers, I say thank you. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not forget to do so. Bye for now.